Hello. This topic is by request. First time I've done a request, but it's a good topic and it needs to be discussed. Narcissists will do a smear campaign on you. What this means is they tell everyone that they can everything that they dislike about you, which may or may not include things that they've made up. And sometimes it also includes things that they've done on purpose because they know it'll upset somebody, and then they blame it on you. An easy to illustrate example is, let's say they steal somebody's lunch out of the fridge at work and they say, "Oh, I thought I saw so-and-so eating that yogurt," when in fact they ate it, you went home for lunch, but the smear campaign is in full force. So why do they do this? I really don't know. It fits under the same umbrella as they seem to always need to create drama. They need people that think they're wonderful. They need nourishment from how great they are, and everyone's saying that they're accomplished and intelligent and artistic or whatever. And they need a receptacle. And when I say receptacle, they need somebody that they can focus their anger on. Most narcissists have this underlying, simmering anger that is about to burst at all times. And one of the things they do is they find a receptacle and they attack that person. And one form of attack is to do a smear campaign. In a family, this receptacle would be the scapegoat. So if there are several children, for instance, the narcissist may choose one particular child for whatever reason and make them the scapegoat. So they are the ones who are the subject of the smear campaign. So what can you expect? You can expect outright lies, accusations, all kinds of insinuations that you are untrustworthy, that you've done things, that you've said things, that you went places. Anything that they can find that will hurt your reputation, they will say. And there's only one way to deal with this. It can be very difficult when you're confronted, especially if you're confronted by a friend or a neighbor or a co-worker or sibling, and they say, "Well, so-and-so said you did this." The first response is to say, "Oh, they're a liar," or something. You don't do that. Basically, the only way that you can fight this battle is by claiming you know nothing about it. Because let's face it, if it's made up, you quite likely don't know anything about it. And if they've twisted the truth, it's not a big deal to straighten the truth back out again. So let's say they said that you ate a whole pizza. You could say, "Well, they're exaggerating. I ate most of it, but I didn't eat the whole pizza." But to downright say that they are a liar puts you in a situation where the person who's listening to you doesn't know which person is lying. They've heard from the narcissist and they've heard from you, and they don't match. So they have to choose, or they don't choose and they just think you're both not trustworthy. So for instance, someone comes up to you and says, "Did you take my lunch out of the fridge?" You could say, "No, I didn't." And if they say, "So-and-so said you did," then your only response is, I have no understanding why they would say that. I don't know what reason they had for telling you that. I didn't take it. I'm sorry it's missing. That's the best you can do. As soon as you start blaming them for lying, then you are entered into it. A saying that I like to repeat to myself whenever I get an urge to argue with one of these people is, when two crazy people are fighting, it's difficult to know who's in the wrong. And when you're watching two people argue or fight or just disagree with each other and call each other names and make up stories, you have no idea who started it. All you know is they're both behaving badly. So if you can literally not literally, figuratively take the higher road and just say, I don't know why they said that. I don't have any idea what they're talking about or why they think I'm involved, and mean that sincerely. Stop before you attack them. Don't make any hypotheses or, oh, well, maybe they're trying to get back at me or something like that, because that draws you into that same place that the narcissist is in, that's making accusations and making claims. So stay out of there. Expect that they will smear you. And if you can keep yourself from attacking them back, you will distinguish yourself because you're not acting exactly the same as the narcissist.